evening to all of you. Hope you have started your week with a great enthusiasm and you got fantastic reflection time on this weekend, the previous weekend, because we have covered a lot of good stuff in the last 15, 20 days. And I believe that would have helped you to plan your week accordingly. There are a lot of different type of mindsets and the perspectives we have learned about the mid-career people and their challenges. Okay, so first of all, I will once again I welcome to you today's leadership talk, and I from today I'm starting next I think next 7 to 8 days I am going to talk about uh, some different topics, and this is called Authority Series number 4, and the focus of this series 4 is to talk the project wars. Okay, and there are some lessons we learned from those war situations happened during the project, the real life project situations. Okay, and how you project managers can play a significant role there to show or significant role to showcase your leadership style, your leadership values. This way you can create impact on people. So those who are very very new to me, and they never heard about me, or they have never seen me before, this is Tushar Chaudhary. I am your leadership coach, and I help you mid-career project managers, mid-senior project managers who has that potential, that unique abilities to lead people, lead projects, and create legacies. Okay, so some of you all actually having more than 10, 15 plus or 20 years of experience, but somewhere you are stuck in your career. You have that subject matter expertise, but when there's a situation to take a lead and manage people, you step back, and this is where I help you guys to take that leap of faith for yourself in your career to to grow yourself as a leadership, influential leadership career. Okay, and why? Because I strongly believe that you mid-career people are the bridge between the younger generation we have and the senior people we have in the organization. You are the future of our organization, our society, our nation. So that's why you need to be groomed. You need to be showing your leadership abilities to the world, because the world is going to miss that one. Okay, so that's something I really strongly believe. Okay, so that's about me. And now today's topic. Before I go into topic, I'll just quickly introduce the topic name. Is that I again this is one of the lesson learned from the real life project situations I'm going to share with you today. Okay, so tell me, have you ever walked into a project meeting fully prepared and still the meeting completely goes wrong? Does that happen with you? Any one of you? Please type yes in the comment section. See, you entered into the meeting room and you prepared yourself very well, but something went wrong. People start blaming each other. There are stakeholders who getting frustrated. Uh, Decisions didn't happen. Many times decisions don't happen. And when you leave the room, you think, what just happened here? And today I want to talk about one meeting in my career that went completely wrong, and more importantly, what that meeting taught me about the real leadership. Okay, so stay focused on this session and take your notes as much as you can. Okay, so I'll tell you one of the example from my real life situations. So most project managers think the meetings are for status updates, reporting the progress, reviewing the task. But actually, meetings are the the these are the moments, the leadership moments. Micro moments. I read this book and I got the very one powerful idea. I got this from the book. The book name is Dare to Lead, and the author name is Brent Brown. Brent Brown explained in that book that leadership requires clarity and courage in the difficult conversations. And meetings are exactly where your courage is tested. The moment tension appears, many project managers become facilitators. You agree with me? Many, when the tension appears, the many project managers become facilitator instead of leaders, and that is where the meetings collapse. Okay, so let me tell you an example from my project, a real project case scenario, real meeting where I was leading it. This was high pressure project, and we were doing a review with our senior stakeholders. Now everything was going well until one stakeholder suddenly said to us that this delay is because the engineering team did not respond on time. Immediately the engineering lead, started defending. The He pushed back. Then, seeing that engineering lead pushing back, the operations team joined in the argument, and within 5 minutes the meeting became like a throwing ball on each other, blame game, and everyone started defending their own teams, but nobody was solving the problem. At that moment, I realized something, that if I allowed the meeting to continue like this, the project would suffer. So I paused the conversation, and I said something simple to all of them, that let's stop defending departments. Let's can we focus on problem we have in the hand. Let's can we solve on it. So that small intervention changed the energy of the room. And that day I realized something powerful. See, leadership is not about you controlling the agenda of the meeting. It's not about controlling the meeting. It's about you have to redirect people. You have to redirect the conversations, because you will expect definite there are like deviations happen during the in the meetings, and it's our job as a leader to redirect that conversations. So I'll tell you one more book which I come across, which is a very powerful book again, and the book name is Leadership and Self Deception. Now this book explains something fascinating, amazing. Most workplace conflicts happen because people move into self defense mode. So instead of solving the problem, they try to protect their image. Have you experienced this one? Most workplace conflicts happen because most of us we try to self defend. We go into the self defense mode. So instead of we focusing on solving the problem, we try to protect my personal image. That's exactly what happens in many project meetings. So when people feel attacked, they stop collaborating. Have you seen this one before? Yeah, please type yes in the comment section. So now, what is the job of a leader? See, the leader's job is to bring the focus back to the common purpose we have, the mission we have on the project. Okay, that's what actually our job. That's the primary role of a leader's job, a leader. Now, that particular incident of meeting which I discussed, share with you, has taught me something. I started looking the meetings differently. Meetings are not about agenda. They are about psychology and influence. You know, my my mentor used to tell me that if you are arranging a meeting and if that meeting is not adding 1% of even value in people's life, that is not effective meeting. Okay, and I really mean it. If you are just arranging the meeting, people coming there and watching their mobiles and not sharing and not contributing, and there is no productive discussion happening, there is no decisions are happening, I think you as a lead of that meeting is responsible for the creating that environment. So our primary role is, are we really having that productive discussion? Are we really adding value in people's life when they will leave the meeting room? Another powerful book that shaped my thinking is, I don't know whether you heard about Daniel Kahneman. Daniel Kahneman is a Nobel Prize winner, and his book name is Thinking Fast and Slow. So Daniel explained in this book that when emotions rise, people move into fast emotional thinking. Yeah, you must have experienced this when like anger moments, frustrations, if someone attacking on you, someone give you critical feedback, our our we also get into that emotional reactions. That's why meetings can quickly become chaotic, panic. The temperature of the meeting room can increase. A leader, a leader must slow the conversation down there. That's what our job is. And how can we do that one? How can you slow the conversations down there? We, as a leader of the meeting room, we should ask better questions. Yeah, because we have to redirect them, we have to refocus them towards the main purpose, main focus, main mission. Our job is to bring clarity. That's the real leadership. Yeah, do you agree with me? Now the question is how to do this. I mean, how can I really create that mindset? Okay, so to make your life easy, what I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you three practical shifts that you should implement straight away from tomorrow. From tomorrow, when you get up in the office, going in the joining the office, and you attending the meetings. Okay, this is going to immediately impactful for you. Start implementing. So if you really want to make that happen for you, okay. So three shifts. The shift number one, I want you to move from that controlling mindset, meeting controlling mindset, to conversation direction mindset. So please don't try to control every discussion. Instead, you guide the direction, guide them, guide the direction, ask them the powerful questions, and then listen to them. Ask again question, listen to them. So questions like, so what problems are we solving right now? This brings everyone back to the purpose. That's the shift number one. Now shift number two, I think, rather than going into the defending positions, defending or state of mind, go. I want you to move to, okay, I really appreciate exploring solution. Exploring solution mindset. Maybe this may, yeah, you please accept that someone is giving you a feedback. It does not mean that they're trying to find a fault in you. Maybe there may be another way to look at it. So I want you to move from the defending positions to exploring solution mindset. So encourage people to move from who made the mistake to how do we solve this together. So solution focus changes the energy of the room. And also, I would highly recommend you that in such a situation, rather than focusing on the people, focus on the problem. Separate people from the problem. Okay, so don't use any labels for people that you are not doing the proper job, that's why this happened, or this has been seen many times that you are not giving attention to this. No, this is not going to help you. That you can do it one to one, not in the team, in the meeting rooms. Okay, so separate the people from the problem and ask the right questions so that you can bring their focus back. Okay, now shift number three. Again, when I to do this one, you need to also change your version. Again, identity shift. I want you to move from that task completion, task thinking mindset to create to have your executive presence mindset, leadership presence mindset. This is identity shift. See, if you see yourself as just a coordinator, yeah, you will manage the agenda. Your focus will be to complete that agenda and just go off, leave the room. But if you see yourself as a leader, you will give them the direction, you will guide the conversations. So your presence changes everything. Do you agree with me? That's the third shift I want you to implement. Great. So now we come to the closing of this today's live talk. And I want to give you one more thought to reflect is that every project manager will face meetings that go wrong. There will be meetings, there will be, and I want you to have such experience, because unless you understand what happened there, you can't learn out of it, right? So, but the moments, but those moments are actually your leadership opportunities. This is where your talent is going to say, I mean, your leadership muscle is going to be checked out, tested. So when the tension rises, don't disappear. Leaders don't disappear. They step forward, they bring clarity, they redirect the focus, they redirect the conversations. And this is how you build your influence, right? People will remember it on on that side. So if this, whatever I just shared with you today, if this message is resonating with you, I want you to comment meeting in the comment section. And in case you really going through the tough time right now, your team is not supporting you, if the teams are not really are not following the instructions, the protocols, the agenda you are expecting from them to follow, I my 7-day project leadership mastery challenge is already covering that part. And today at 9 p.m. I'm doing a webinar where I'm going to cover the secrets, the 3-step formula, how you can create that influence while leading the project teams and project meetings and project situations. Okay, so the link is in the comment section, and the webinar is at 9 p.m. The webinar theme is the project leadership mastery. Okay, so I want you to join that session, and it will be the link is in the comment section. Join there, and I'll see you there in the webinar. This is for today. I'm signing off today for this live talk. But tomorrow, when I come back again with one more leadership insight, again, these the lessons from the real project situations, the project wars. Okay, I'm going to come back with one more topic. Until that moment, these 3 shifts which I shared with you, please start implementing from tomorrow in your day to day, in your office. Okay. So until that moment, take care of yourself and God bless you.